Good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about plasma volume expanders. This is the new topic in your second unit. Plasma volume expanders is nothing but a restoration of the fluids. Are they effective in the restoration of the blood volume? Next, blood is a fluid connective tissue. Restoration of blood volume, that means blood is a fluid connective tissue that circulates continuously around the body. Whereas coming to plasma, plasma is a clear straw color watery fluid. Straw color watery fluid in which several types of blood cells are present in the plasma. Next is volume expanders are the intravascular space or intravascular fluid solutions that are used to increase or retain the volume of the fluid in the circulating of the blood. Next, generally volume expanders are used to replace the fluids that are lost due to illness, trauma or surgery. Whenever any accidents will occur, then these plasma volume expanders will use. They do not carry oxygen. They will carry only the blood and the fluids into our body. Next, types of volume expanders. There are mainly two types of volume expanders, that are crystalloids and the colloids. Colloids is better than crystalloids because crystalloids are aqueous solutions of mineral salts. That means in this example is sodium normal saline. Next, that is nothing but a sodium chloride. Dextrose, Ringer solution, etc. These are involved in the colloids, crystalloids. Whereas coming to colloids, colloids are the larger insoluble molecules such as dextran, human albumin, gelatin and blood. Next, coming to colloids are better than crystalloids because the larger molecules of colloids retain more easily in the intravascular space and increases the osmotic pressure. So, more effective resuscitation of the plasma volume occurs by the colloids than produced by that of the crystalloids. So, it is better than the colloids is better than the crystalloids. Duration of action is relatively longer than that of the crystalloids. Ideal plasma expanders. Ideal properties of the plasma expanders we have to discuss now. This includes rapidly replace blood volume loses. Next, restores the hemodynamic balance. Plasma volume expanders replaces the hemodynamic balances. Next, normalizes the microcirculatory flow. Next, improves hemorrhagy. That means blood. Next ideal property includes readily metabolized, easily excreted and well tolerated. Next, it is free of side effects, especially homeostasis. Next, it is cost effective. These plasma volume expanders are very effective in the human body by replacing the fluids. It is cost effective, it is metabolized easily and excreted easily, and it is well tolerated by the human body. So, it is widely used plasma expanders. Next, what is the mechanism of plasma volume expanders? We have to see the mechanism. Plasma volume expanders increases the osmotic or oncotic pressure and increases the intravascular space. Next, water moves from the interstitial space to intravascular space. What does it? Water moves from interstitial space to intravascular space means it is from the tissue space to water moves from tissue space to intravascular space. That means within the blood vessels. Next point is, since the water moves from the interstitial space to intravascular space, since the lost blood is replaced with the suitable fluid or solvent. Next, it increases the blood volume. By moving the interstitial space to intravascular space, it increases the blood volume within the body. Next, increase central venous pressure, cardiac volume, stroke volume and the blood pressure. And these all decreases the heart rate. So, it is used in the treatment of heart diseases, heart failure, peripheral resistance and blood viscosity. This is the mechanism of action of plasma volume expanders. Next, coming to crystalloids. Crystalloids are normal saline and Ringer's lactate. There are two types of saline solutions are present. Normal saline, who are contraindicated to normal saline, then Ringer's lactate solution is used. Now we are going to discuss about normal saline. It contains 0.9% weight by volume of sodium chloride. Commonly this solution is referred to as physiological salt solution, physiological saline or isotonic saline. Normal saline is used through intravenous route for patients who cannot take fluids orally, who are unable to take the oral routes of administration. Then this normal saline administered through the cannula. Taken fluids orally, normal saline is the first fluid used in dehydration or hypovolemia. In the dehydration solution, normal saline is the best drug of choice. Normal saline was invented by the Holland Hartog Hamburger in the year 1896. In the year 1896, Holland's Hartog Hamburger was invented the normal saline. The solution contains the 9 grams of sodium chloride, which is dissolved in the water, and it becomes a 0.9% weight by volume of sodium chloride. Next, dextran. Dextran are the group of branched polysaccharides derived from the sucrose. Sucrose is mainly present in the beetroot by the action of bacterium Leuconostoc mesenteroids. Next, different dextran preparations are polydispersed mixtures grouped on the basis of their average molecular weight and the particles with the colloid oncotic or osmotic pressure or power, which is important for their hemodynamic action. Next point is main types of dextran 40 are available as 10% solution and dextran 60 and 70 preferred as a 6% solution. That means dextran 40 is available as a 10% solution, whereas dextran 60 and 70, these are different types of dextrans. It is preferred as a 6% solution. Next, molecular weight is the chief determinant of the pharmacodynamics in dextran. Next, in this subtype dextran 70, it is most commonly used preparation. It expands the plasma volume for nearly 24 hours. It is excreted by the glomerular filtration as well as oxidized by the body over weeks. Some amount is deposited in the reticular endothelial cells. By eliminating from the glomerular filtration, also it is retained in the body, especially in the reticular endothelial cells. Next, coming to subtype of colloids, degraded gelatin polymer or polygelyl. It is a synthetic polymer which contains the molecular weight of 30. It does not interfere with the blood grouping and cross matching and is non-antigenic. It is more expensive than dextran. The main drawback of degraded gelatin is it is more expensive than compared to dextran and can also be used for the priming of the heart, lung and dialysis machine. Next, brands available for the degraded gelatin polymer is Hemocell, Seracell. It is available as a 500 ml vaccine. Next, gelatin. Next topic is gelatin are the manufactured from the bovine gelatin, which is cross-linked, urea-linked or succinylated in the yield of final product. Next, the molecular weight ranges from 30k Daltons to 35k, that means 30,000 Daltons to 35,000 Daltons. Next, coming to hydroxyethyl starch. It is one of the subtype in crystalloids. Hydroxyethyl starch is a complex mixture of ethoxylated amylopectin. Various molecular sizes are available. Average molecular size of hydroxyethyl starch is 4 to 5 lakhs. It does not cause acute renal failure or coagulation disturbances. Next, it implies hemodynamic status for 24 hours. Next, what are the adverse effects included in this is vomiting, fever, itching, chills, flu-like symptoms, that means fever-like symptoms, swelling of the salivary glands, urticaria and bronchospasm. These are the more adverse effects included in the crystalloids. Next, brands available as Expand 6% injection. It has been used to improve harvesting of the granulocytes because it accelerates erythrocyte sedimentation. What are the brands included in this is Expand 6% injection. It is available as a 100 or 500 ml vaccine also. Adverse effects include in the brand. That includes anaphylactic reaction, mild fever, chilling, periorbital edema, urticaria and itching. Next, polyvinyl pyrrolidine, PVP. It is simply called as PVP. Synthetic polymer of average molecular weight 40,000, used as a 3.5% solution. PVP was used as a blood plasma expander for trauma victims. PVP was used as a plasma expander for trauma victims who are prone to the accident after the year 1950s. From the 1915 onwards, we are using the plasma volume expanders. It interferes with the blood grouping and cross matching and is histamine release. It binds to penicillin and insulin. It is not excreted by the kidney and small amount is released by the liver into the bile. Next, other uses of PVP, polyvinyl pyrrolidine. It is used as a personal care products such as shampoos and toothpaste, hairsprays and gels. It is used as a binder in many pharmaceutical tablets. PVP added to iodine forms a complex called povidone iodine that possesses disinfectant properties and known under the trade name of betadine and pyridine. It is used in the preparation of shampoos, toothpaste and hair products, and it is used as a binder in the tablet preparation, and it is in the complex form of povidone iodide. These are the important points and the uses of polyvinyl pyrrolidine. Next, isotonic solution, that is normal saline. It is called as NS. When to be given? When it is given normal salines is to treat low extracellular fluid, as in fluid volume deflect from the hemorrhage, severe vomiting or diarrhea, heavy drainage from the GI suction. Next, shock. Next, mild hyponatremia, metabolic acidosis. Disadvantages include is metabolic acidosis. Metabolic acidosis is one of the when to be given, and it is a disadvantage. Metabolic acidosis due to high chloride concentration, hyperchloremic acidosis. Next, we are completed the normal saline. Next, we are going to discuss about Ringer's lactate. Ringer's lactate is also called as Hartmann solutions. Features included in Ringer's lactate is potassium and chloride ion concentration are in appropriate concentrations of plasma. Next is sodium concentration is reduced for electrical neutrality. Next, lactate addition requires reduction in chloride concentration, which is a close approximate of plasma chloride concentration. Next point is, thus the risk of hyperchloremic acidosis with large volume infusion of Ringer's lactate is eliminated. It is contraindicated as diluent for blood transfusion. Next, when to be used is to replace GIT fluid losses, that is diarrhea and vomiting, fluid losses due to burns and trauma. The most physiological adaptable fluid makes RL more efficient. Thank you.